Welcome to the Powerlifting and Power Ballads podcast, where we bring you a weekly dose of powerlifting news, tips, and training advice with a touch of 80s rock ballads. This podcast is presented by Team Roar Powerlifting, your source of the most comprehensive coaching and meet day preparation. Here are your hosts, Josh Rohr and Laura Sturm.
Welcome to episode 224. How are you, Josh?
I'm all right. How are you?
I'm awesome.
Cool. All right. So a couple things. The regionals for 2026 date and locations have been announced, except for the West region. So the Southwest regionals are going to be September 5th and 6th at the DFW airport in Texas. I assume there's a hotel there. I don't know. That's just what it says on the website. The Midwest regionals are going to be September 12th and 13th in Appleton, Wisconsin. Southeast regionals will be September 19th and 20th in Raleigh, North Carolina, and the Northeast regionals will be October 16th through 18 in Edison, New Jersey. So mark them on your calendar.
Plan accordingly.
Also, some cool news that I guess I saw it, but it didn't register until they posted it again. But from this year's regionals, the top 6 overall lifters, male and female, will compete at Battle of the Regions at the Arnold. So if you were one of the top 6 male or female lifters by dots from any of the regionals this year, you're going to get an invite to the Arnold. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's awesome. So that's a separate event entirely at the Arnold.
Yeah, so they had it, I don't know, 8-10 years ago, maybe not even that long ago, before all the Pro Series stuff started. They had the Battle of the Regions, and it was kind of the same concept. It was the top lifters from each region. But this year they're bringing it back, so that's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's super cool.
Yeah, so I mean, the best lifters, assuming they hit the dots, they want a pro card, so they're going to also get the invite to like the Pro-Am or the Grand Prix or whatever it's called. So they'll get to choose between doing the Battle of the Regions and that one. But I guess they could do both pending the schedule. But yeah, everybody that got top 6, they're going to get an invite to go to the Arnold. So that's pretty cool.
Cool.
I just realized we didn't actually introduce you yet. So why don't you introduce yourself and maybe just like tell us a little bit about what you do? Like, what do you do? You said you were coming back from work. Like, what do you do for a living and stuff like that?
Okay, so Quayla Hardwick. I'm from Gaston, Alabama. I am a systems software engineer, depends on what they need at the time. So I do a lot of like testing on systems. I think that's as much as I can say about that. But yeah,
so you're like top
lifter.
secret. So you like do some top secret stuff.
I don't know, maybe.
All right, I got you.
Week. But no, my job is pretty cool. It keeps me like my brain occupied. So it's like the other half of like lifting, it keeps you physically, right? But when I don't have to think and I'm lifting, it's amazing. But yeah, I've been an engineer for like 6 years now. 6 years. I just started maybe a year or so before I started powerlifting.
You just competed at regionals and you won your pro card. How you feeling about that?
I'm overwhelmed a little bit. And I think it's the part of where I went back to the first video. Like my recent reel was me going back to my first meet. And I won best lifter at my first meet. And I remember that moment, like everybody's like, do you know what you just did? I was like, no, what are you talking about? And they were like, you won best lifter. I'm like, okay. And so now I'm looking back at that person like, you really came a long way, you know? Like you did something that you didn't even know was a thing at the time, and now you're winning a pro card. And I don't know, it still feels a real little bit good, but I'm actually happy. I'm really happy. I don't know what else to say. What else do you guys want to know?
Everything. Like, how'd you get into powerlifting?
Okay, I got into powerlifting one of two things. One, my dad's side was always like, you have these strong genes. And I'm like, I don't think genes play a part, bro, but okay. And I was in the gym one day in Huntsville, Alabama on my phase 3. And I saw this girl. She was a powerlifter, didn't know. And she was deadlifting. And I was like, can you teach me how to deadlift? And she was like, yeah. And so we just kept going. And she was like, and I went up to like 275. She was like, do you know what you're doing? I was like, no. ugliest form ever, mind you. Didn't know I was sumo lifting. I can still can't do sumo well. And she connected me with a Facebook group for USPA at the time. And I was like, hey, I don't know what I'm doing here, guys. I just know I need a coach to teach me how to do these lifts with proper form. And I found my coach, Heidi Donnell, and we've been close ever since. Like, she's been the best coach ever.
Cool.
That's awesome.
So let's see. So you've been competing since when? I know the answer, but I'm going to ask you.
2021, 2021, I believe. I think it
That's
was that
correct.
year because COVID had just happened when I started. Like it literally just happened. I went in and started my first training and COVID happened and had to stop training and we couldn't come back until they allowed us to be around people again.
So to go from like your first meet in 2021 to earning your pro card in 2025, that's like fast. That's awesome.
Yeah, and I guess that's where like I didn't realize that it happened. I just knew I just need to keep chipping or just keep showing up and keep
Mhm.
trying to be like my best self on the platform. And my coach texted me, she was like, "You did it." And I was like, "Did what?" And she was like, "You got your pro card." I was like, "What?" Yeah, so I was at the meet like supporting the other girls because I love supporting girls in general. And I was just like overwhelmed. But when I did start my first meet, I went to what does that mean? Showdown? That was in Missouri where Tamara Walcott, where she pulled the 641 deadlift and they were considered pro lifters. And so I'm like, oh my gosh, they can do it. I can do it. And I just kept going. I stayed in communication with them. I kept going. And then I'm like, okay, now we're finally here at pro status. And it's been a journey. It's been fun. It's been a journey, but in 4 years is kind of crazy to think.
So your first USAPL meet was in October 2024. What made you switch to USA Powerlifting?
Yeah. Ooh. Okay, so I went to a gym and it was some pretty popular powerlifters at this gym at the time. And I'm like, "Hey, nice to meet you." And the first thing they asked me was, "What fit are you?" And I was like, "Oh, I'm WRPF at the time." And I was WRPF at the time. And it was like, "I mean, when you get USAPL, then come talk to me." I was stunned. Like, I'm like, you know how they say don't meet your heroes? I was like, that's how I felt at the time. And I was like, you know what? But I'll take up the challenge. Let's take up the challenge. And then most people were saying that it's cute that you can do it on a deadlift bar, but can you do it on the stiff bar? I'm like,
Mhm.
okay. So I went and PR'd. My deadlift at the time, I think I pulled in my last WRPF meet was 440. And then I ended up pulling 460, 462 at my first USAPL meet. And so I don't know. I just felt like when you challenged me like that, it's like, okay, let me just show you better than I can tell you. So that's what made me switch for the most part. That's kind of like if you see the post that says, "Am I good enough to lift in USAPL
Mhm.
now? Like, am I a real lifter now?" That was a clap back.
Mhm.
Yeah, I mean, people can kind of be jerks a little bit about some of that stuff.
Yeah, it's
That
weird.
sounded like a jerk comment to me. So whoever said it, that was a jerk comment. But yeah, we're obviously happy to have you like in USA Powerlifting. So here's the other thing. You did your your meet in October 24 to
Hmm.
qualify for regionals, and then you had a 22.5 kilo PR at regionals October 2025, so a year later. That's a pretty significant
Hmm.
difference in total. Is that like what's your training look like?
Okay, I had leg day yesterday. We started back yesterday. I can barely walk. Essentially, I train 4 days a week, a lot of hypertrophy blocks, and then we
Hmm.
go into, I guess, peak. But we just go in, start like sets of eight, sets of fives, all the way up to like RPE 10, sets of eight, sets of five, sets of three, sets of twos. So it's a lot of volume work in there. And I also do cardio too. Like I love cardio. So I try to like do both. On my days that I don't do powerlifting, I'm either in spin class, I'm sprinting, I'm on a stairmaster. Like all of that I feel like helps with my bracing and agility. because you're getting a lot of power out the hole with squats when you're doing a lot of different different training outside of just powerlifting. So I'm pretty much active all the time. I maybe give myself a day break and then it's like back to the books. Like we got to get it,
Gotcha. So, most important question I'm going to ask you today.
Yeah.
What was in your headphones when you're getting ready to do your third attempts? What are you listening to?
Ooh, that's a good question. Bring Me to Life is gonna be my all-time PR song ever.
Evanescence?
I don't know what I was listening to on
Is that the song
yeah,
Bring Me to Life
it's
by
the
Evanescence?
best.
All right. Hey, all right. I dig that.
It's like people like, okay, we know what's going on right now because I that's a PR song for me in general. Um, ooh, I don't know what I was listening to it. When I tell you this past meet was like zoned out, I was zoned out. It was too early in the morning for that. We had to be there at 5:30. So,
Ooh,
Yeah, it was early.
yeah.
yeah, I don't know. I have no clue. Never Scared is another one by Bone Crusher. I listened to that too. So I probably was listening to that for dance. That's probably what I was listening to because I tried to get the shakes out, because it was
Mm.
registering me that it was 496, but it wasn't registering me that it was 496 at the same time. I don't know how to explain that. Um, yeah, I mean those two kind of carried me.
Yeah, and you had a huge, was it 510 kilo total at 75 kilos? Is that
Yeah,
right? Yeah.
yeah.
That's not bad.
Wow. Wow.
No,
That's
it's
crazy.
not. It could be better.
Well, it can always be better. That's the beauty of the sport.
Mm.
So
Right.
Yeah.
so I think I don't know if you know this or not, but the top six women and top six men get an invite to the Arnold for the Battle of the Regions.
Yeah.
Plus all the pro card holders are going to get an invite to the pro meet that's there too. So I guess
Mhm.
what's next for you? Like what's on your radar? Are you going to do USAPL Nats? You going to do the Arnold? What's your plan?
The goal going into the meet was to actually qualify for Arnold. Well, the pro
Okay.
card was my biggest goal, but my dad was a
Mm.
bodybuilder. My uncles are bodybuilders. So it's like to be able to experience that and compete in the two worlds collided would be everything for me. My dad passed away when I was 2. So it's like I'm trying to carry on that legacy where he didn't get his pro card, from passing away. I now have one. That's a significant like thing to me personally. So I'm leaning in either on the Arnold in general, maybe whether it's the Battle of the Regions or the Pro Series. I'm still weighing out those, but I'm probably leaning on the Arnold. I miss old USAPL. If they could bring the production back like 2023 USAPL Nats, I would totally change my mind today. I would be like, okay, cool. But no, I'm probably gonna lean in on the Arnold.
I mean, Arnold's in March, Nationals is in like June, so I mean, you could do both. Just saying.
No, 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 no.
Yeah.
It's called I need to recover. Like I looked at it and all the other regions, they were finished like a month ahead. So they got a month advance start on training on us. So it's gonna be interesting, difficult, but I mean it's a challenge. It's okay. We'll
Yeah.
we'll get it done.
Mm.
But both,
Yep.
because it's some beasts that go to Nats too, which would be good. That'd be cool. I don't know. We'll see.
Hmm.
We'll see
I'm
how I
just
feel in
saying.
March.
Well, and you were saying
Uh,
the
uh,
production values, right? Like when you go to the Arnold and you see those production values at the Arnold, it's
Yeah,
amazing. So cool. It's
that's what
like
I
the
was saying.
yeah. Nationals is like that too.
See, you get it. Yeah. I see. Okay, so I think when I first saw USAPL, which is one of the right before I switched, I saw that was a battle between Bob, Keenan Lee, and Ashton, and it was on this like they had this red backlight. They had all this. It was prime time. I remember, and I was
Mm.
like looking at my on my bed. I'm like, I gotta go there. And then I saw the one that they put in. Was it New Mexico, Nevada? I don't know where it is. It was out west. And I was like, this is not what is going on? Like it didn't look the same. Like the production dramatically showed a difference. Like this year, it looks like they came back a bit more. They were on top of their media, whatever. But I like the experience. It's never about like just winning or clout things for me. I want to like have fun. I want to go and experience this fire meet and be like, I was there. I was on that stage. So
Prime
I don't
time.
know. I got some decisions to make. Prime time would be cool.
You got to lift in prime time.
Yeah.
First things first, Arnold. Yeah, but I mean, I think you should. I mean, obviously, you can do what you want, but my hope is that we see you at nationals too.
You know, you sound like my friends right now. If you see my phone, they're literally saying the same thing you're saying right now. Like right now, as we speak.
So the winning total at Raw Nationals last year was, do you know what it was?
No.
485.
No. Really?
Some of the top lifters didn't have their best day. So I'm just saying.
Oh.
Mm.
Because I know it's another girl from Alabama that's one of the top lifters. I think she took first, actually.
Well, she
Is
lifted at
Madison? Is
70.
that her name?
Yeah, she lifted at 70.
Yeah,
Yeah,
70.
70
Yeah,
kilos.
she's really strong. Like we
Yeah,
started in the same city. That's the crazy part.
yeah.
I don't know. I'll talk to my coach and I'll give a more thorough thought into this. Since everybody's like keen on me doing that.
That's all we ask. Just
Okay.
think about it.
I will think about it. I will think about it. I promise you that.
All right.
I see my
Deal.
coach tomorrow, so we'll talk about it tomorrow.
All right. What are some things you do outside of, I guess, work and powerlifting? Something that people wouldn't know about you.
I love photography. I love nature. I like to just go out and just look at nature, different like trees and the beach. I'm a foodie. I love food. I mean, I guess people would guess that if I love weights, right? Maybe. I don't know. Uh, I'm like a jack of all trades. The only thing you can't do is put me like in the sky. I don't like heights. I don't like them at all. Um, I like mentoring like the youth. So whether it's from powerlifting to like this weekend I have to go take some kids to do college tours. Uh yeah, that's about and I like art. Yeah, I like art
Very
as
cool.
well. So I go to like art
Awesome.
museums, history museums.
What's your
I'm a
favorite
nerd.
art museum you've ever been
Ooh. I'm okay, so I want to explore some in Boston, but the top one that I've liked so far, I can't remember the name. It was in Orlando. Um, The name is not coming to me. It's right beside the Japanese History Museum in Orlando. And I do
in?
not for the life of me know the name of it right now, but it was fun to go to with my friend that I made when I lived in Orlando a few years ago. But yeah, I should probably keen in on names. I just take pictures of everything and I go in places and people are like, where you at? I don't know. Walk in a random library. Where you at? I don't know. I'm here.
Mm.
I'm a weirdo,
Yes.
like Dora a little bit.
Um,
Dora.
all over the place. So my question would be like,
All over the place.
what's your why? Why do you compete in powerlifting?
Ooh. Um, why do I keep competing or just in general?
Just in general.
Um, I I don't feel like I accomplished my best yet. I don't think I've seen my best yet. Especially on the
Mm.
platform. Like even with this past meet, and this isn't trying to sound like big headed or anything. So I really want to put that disclaimer out. But I told my coach, she was like, "What do you want to do for this meet?" I said, "I want to do what I need to do to win the meet. If we're going to have to do the Arnold, we knew it was going to be a quick turnaround. So instead of doing, if I needed 440 to squat, I knew I had 440 to squat. If I knew I needed 450, I had 450 to squat. But we didn't need it. Like, so when we looked at the open numbers, it was like, oh, you'll be fine. And so I was like, okay. So I haven't seen my best, and I don't want to go in the sport and leave the sport and not give it my 100% at the end of the day. But to climb the charts, you gotta be smart. Like Austin Perk, he's been doing it for a minute, right? He does what he needs to do to win a meet. He preserves his body, and he can compete a few months later. And if he needs to pull it out the bag, he can. He got in his bag to pull out. But
Mhm.
I think the worst part to be on a meet is to need it and not have it. That's the scary part. So yeah, I just want to see what I can be on a bigger stage and full out on a bigger stage.
Mhm.
Awesome. I like
Sweet.
it. So I guess Southeast Regionals, like if given an RPE, like what RPE did you was that a 7 RPE performance? Like you had a lot left, or was that like A 9. Like how
I
much?
think
You're sprinkling like the carrots here. Like how much do you have left? Like what's on the horizon?
um the goal, like for squat, the goal for me is to I want to be on the stage with some of the top 75s or 76s, if that makes sense. But yeah, as far as the squat, I had way more in the tank. I don't know what was going on with bench. Was considering like it was too many factors on that platform. The carpet was rolling, thank you to all the spotters and loaders that, saved our lives. But sometimes the bar was a little crooked, and it was like, we might need to straighten that up, and that's kind of like essential. So, or we having to like move it on a platform, So there's a lot of factors going on for that. And deadlift, I was not thinking. I was not thinking at all. Only thing I did think, I just knew my wig was gonna slide off. I knew it was gonna come off. I knew that was a wrap. Like, so as I threw my head back, I was like, oh, I think my wig is gonna fall off. This is about to be embarrassing.
Your wig. I thought you said you thought the weight was gonna fall off. I'm like, why would you think that? You said
No,
you said wig.
my
I got you.
wig. It was slipping. I was like, no, please not today. How do we recover from that? Just throw it and just like swing it in a circle with Gino. Just sit there with Gino.
Just put it on
He's
Gino and
cool.
walk off.
Yeah, just walk off, braids and all.
So what did you do?
If you look at the end of the deadlift, when I snapped my head up, I was snapping it up because I thought it was about to fall, not because I was scared it was about to come off. So after that, when they gave the lights, the white lights, I was like, whew, because look, if that slipped off, I was gonna cry in front of everybody on live. But yeah, thankfully it didn't fall.
That's funny. So we have a powerlifting situation and we describe it and then we ask you, what do you do?
Okay.
It's not just wing it. It's fine.
Okay.
There's no wrong answer.
Let's go. I'm ready.
All
There's definitely wrong answers, but
right. Come on, John.
Definitely the wrong answer.
Wrong. All right. So here's the powerlifting situation. Your knee sleeves don't pass an equipment check because of a small tear in them. You have a larger size of the same brand, but they're loose. There's someone selling knee sleeves at the meet, but you've never worn that brand. What do you do?
Um, if they're the kind of sleeves that I need, I'm putting them on. Like the training's done. We're just gonna go for it. That kind of just happened in my past meet, actually, this recent meet. So not like that, but yeah, I would just put the new knee sleeves on. Like I'd rather it fit than it's too loose and it's not giving me the support that I'm looking for or the feel that I'm trying to feel. So yeah, I'd put them on or ask someone else.
So you would go with the brands you never wore?
Yeah. Those A7s I just wore to meet,
Mm.
I've never worn A7s. If you look at all my videos, they were SPD and Enzers.
so what happened with your knee sleeves at this bit? You said something just
They
happened.
were
What?
tearing.
Oh, they were.
They were tearing. Yeah, my Enzers were tearing.
This was a completely made up
So
situation,
this
but it's
powerlifting situation basically match? That's crazy.
A little bit. But I had ordered the A7s, but they didn't come in till like 2 days before the meet. So I didn't prep
Oh.
in these knee sleeves or nothing. So maybe I tried to do like some leg press in them to kind of break them in a little bit. But yeah, they were new sleeves, very new sleeves. So, and I haven't been wearing them in training. I'm like, okay, we're gonna see how. And it was like once they gave me that red light, it was just like, yo, just squat. It didn't matter to me, but I think for some people it'll matter.
so what I'm hearing you say is that many lifters out there are way too high maintenance for their own good. Is that a direct quote you just said?
Yeah, for sure. For
Okay.
sure. You see people go in the gym and they be like, oh, if it's not an Eleiko bar, I'm not touching it. Pick up the bar, bro. Like,
Yeah.
if it's not kilos, I get it. You practice how you perform. I get it. But if you use what you have, I come from small town Alabama, so
Hmm.
you use what you got, and you make it move. But a lot of people are like, I don't know, it's like really picky almost, You know what I mean? I did see an instance where a guy used his stiff knee sleeves in the meet and didn't wear them at all in training and he injured himself because he wasn't used to coming out of the hole. I train in both, stiff and non-stiff. So, I mean, I kind of knew what to prepare for, but some lifters don't train like that. And therefore they put themselves in a weird environment to, you know.
Mm.
I like it. I agree with you. Like, I think so many lifters, like, I'm from, I guess people call it old school now, but to me, I'm still kind of the newbie. But like,
Yeah.
I started in 2002,
Okay.
and back then there was nobody trained on kilo plates. Nobody had competition equipment. It was you lifted with what you had, and that's just what it was. And everybody got stronger that way. And now it's like, oh, if I don't have kilo plates, like I'm not going to
Right.
train there. It's like I agree with you. Just shut up and train. Like it's not that big of a deal.
Right. The weights don't care.
Yes, I agree. And if you go to a platform and they don't have an Alico bar, what are you gonna do? Or if you end up having to go to a USAPL meet instead of a PA meet, what are you gonna do? Like you gonna complain there too? Just get on there. Go with about your day. Like I don't know. I don't know where this I think this is like new age powerlifting. I feel like 21, 22, 23 kind of had this and I don't know what happened in 2024. Everybody just started doing really nitpicky things. And I don't
Mm.
know. You give me a bar, I'm gonna pick it up.
I like it.
Nice.
So we also ask everybody to provide a new lifter tip for people. So what's something that you could give to anybody that's listening that's maybe looking to do their first meet or have maybe only done one meet? Like what's a tip that you think would be that you wish you had when you started?
Mm, okay, if I'm gonna go for what I wish I had, like not be so hard on yourself, like give your body grace. Everything I know people it's cliche, people I guess it's everything takes time. And literally you have to give yourself time and over time you start watching the progression. Don't compare yourself to all these major lifters that's already out here that's been out here for years. Take your time, listen to your coach. Don't try to like RBE10 everything, but give yourself grace because over time those little pieces come together and it'll make sense then, Like I said earlier, like I didn't know then in my first meet what I'm looking at now that I would even be here. I didn't know it was a girl that was squatting 385 when I first competed. And I was like, how did she do that? You know what I'm saying? Like, what is she doing? Like, how is she doing that? And now I'm like out here repping 385, and I'm like, you know what? I get it now. So everything takes time is if you put the work in. So to any new lifter, I just say put the work in, trust your body. It's gonna take time, but it's gonna be worth it in time.
Mm.
Awesome. I think that's a good one.
Mm. Sweet. Yeah. Couldn't have said it better.
All right. So that's pretty much all the questions I have. Laura, do you got any other follow-up questions?
Uh, no, I think
You asked them all.
yeah, I think I got them all. But yeah, I'm really excited to see what you do next. I
Thank
want to
you.
see you finish this out.
Thank you. Thank you. I have some two big milestones that the pro card kind of opened my body to be like, okay, look, we're gonna go for this. So I'm excited to see,
Mhm.
myself, whatever I can put. I'm just gonna put in the work. Like I want to go into like grind mode, like this winter. I mean, like Ronnie Coleman style with the baggy sweatpants and a baggy sweatshirt and just putting up raw weight. Like I'm excited for that. So yeah, I think this is gonna be fun. This is gonna be a fun prep.
I
Yeah,
like it.
that's awesome.
So I guess if you want to just kind of mention like your social media where people can find you, and if you have any shout outs, like people you want to mention that have either helped you along the way or just people you want to shout out, I guess we can do that too.
Okay. Of course, my Instagram is kilo.quay. TikTok is Princess Quay. And my YouTube is All Things Quay. I should probably make them all the same name, but whatever.
You can do what you want.
But I want to give a shout out to my coach. Heidi Danelle for believing in me, and core strength performance. You know, it's like a family, and they all believed in me before I believed in me, which is crazy. So thank you to them. And just all the gyms, TFX, U Urban, Powerhouse, just all the gyms that I've been to, corrupted, like there's a lot of gyms that I've been to in general that just help play a part in my journey. And yeah, all my friends, especially Tamara. Tamara gave me a 4-minute call, well, voice message, and got in my behind about not being afraid to pull or touch 500. And because of her, I felt like if this world record holder believes in me, doggone it, let's get in it, you know? Yeah, and all my friends, every single one of y'all. It's too many of y'all to name. But thank you to everybody. Thank you to you guys. This is my first podcast.
Awesome. Well, hopefully future ones are better than this one. We're just kind of, doing our thing and having a good time. But we definitely like to have people on that just kind of like I've kind of vaguely followed you a little bit, but like regionals was kind of a different lifter than I've kind of vaguely been following. So I'm excited to see what you do in the future. I think the sky's the limit, and it's pretty exciting.
Thank you. That was a different lifter. My last meet, I had just lost my job. I had just got laid off. And so it was like 82.5, just eating, not eating, just training. And then this come around, I got a job, it's like, no, we did that. Let's go harder, So yeah, I definitely transitioned along that, from that October to this October. But I will definitely promise to put in 100% of the work, 110 this prep. Yeah. So.
All right. Well, I'd like to invite you to come back, and we'll do this again after the Arnold.
Okay. Cool beans.
Yeah.
Just let me know.
All right. Good deal. Well, Quayla, thank you for being on. We appreciate it. And I guess we'll call it a wrap.
Okay.
That was a terrible sign off. All right. This is how we normally
That was terrible.
This is how we're normally like super awkward and don't make sense.
That was terrible. Keep all of this, by the way. Keep all of this.
Oh, we will. Yeah. We do the bare minimum work here. But no, for real, thanks for being on, and we will catch you all next time. Later.
Bye now.
And just a friendly reminder, if you are looking for science-based powerlifting programming, look no further than the Team Roar training app. You can find the link to it in the episode description, and also get 25% off of your first month using discount code, all capital, PL Ballads Podcast. Happy training.
Thank you so much for listening. If you enjoyed today's episode of the Powerlifting and Power Ballads podcast, please remember to subscribe and share it with your friends.